Hello and welcome to another episode of Taylor Talks Comics. This is a very special episode. This is the first time I've ever had a published cartoonist on the show. And who is this published cartoonist?
Me. Hello.
What's your name?
Probably the biggest thing you wouldn't think. My name's Riley, 9 years old. I've been the kid that does Hey Kids Comics, so
Yes, we have our own
YouTube channel.
YouTube playlist on this channel called Hey Kids Comics where we show off comics.
Not Taylor Talks Comics. Those are inappropriate for kids, most.
Right. It's a playlist on this channel. So if you go to the playlist options, you can find Hey Kids Comics. Riley and I show off comics that are appropriate for kids that he loves. So if you're into kids comics or you're a kid watching this or you have a kid in your life, go to that playlist.
And if you're not a newcomer and you've watched most of these episodes, we normally do it on where we don't show our faces, but we are going to try doing it like this. So, yeah.
Yes, Riley really, he's producing this episode. All right, so Riley, how old are you, did you say?
Yeah, 9.
You're 9 years old. So you're officially a published cartoonist before you hit double digits. How long have you been drawing?
Since I've been able to hold a crayon or pencil.
Basically, yes. And you draw...
That was probably like when I was 1, but it was mostly scribbles.
Oh, of course. But you pretty much draw like every day on the backs of your papers at school or at home.
Yeah.
This is your first published comic? The first finished page of a comic?
It's in a zine, but I'm showing the original art.
Yes, we have the original art page too, because Riley drew this on a 11 by 17 Bristol paper.
11 by 7 is normal paper, right?
8.5 by 11 is normal paper. This is 11 by 17 though. This is
Sorry, I don't know
comic
my
book,
paper.
comic book
I'm
artist
9 years
paper.
old. I shouldn't know this anyways.
Yes, but you have a dad who's a comic book nerd, as you can see in the back, and I know what comic book artists usually draw
Pacers.
on. Yes, go Pacers. So show us the zine. What's this zine that you're published in?
Hey Kids Comics.
This is it.
It is a zine.
Hey Kids Comics.
This is not our zine.
Number 1.
At all.
What's the significance between Hey Kids Comics? Because it's not a coincidence that we have a show called Hey Kids Comics and that you're in the zine called Hey Kids Comics. Do you know?
So it's... No, but I know that this is in the place that's selling these is in Brooklyn, New York.
It has their own comic book shop called Hey Kids Comics in Brooklyn, New York. I told you the story behind the Hey Kids Comics thing.
Did you?
Yeah, why does it say Hey Kids Comics? The spinner rack?
I remember that part, but
That's what it comes from. Okay, back in the day, when comic books came on spinner racks at the drugstore, there was a sign above it that would say, Hey Kids Comics! So kids would rush over to the spinner rack and buy their comics. That's kind of where it came from, and now, nostalgically, people
no one
reference
owns it, really, though.
Right.
It's just a thing.
But it is kind of serendipitous that you do a Hey Kids Comics show on YouTube, and then your first published work was in a zine called this. So this is a zine published by the comic book shop.
It's not just me. It's a lot of people.
So Riley has one page in this zine. I think it's 32 pages total. I forget.
I'll check.
But there are 34 contributing cartoonists, all between the ages of 5 and 17. I think they say grades K through 12. And the submission guidelines are all on their website, heykidscomics.net. They're going to do
ages 5 through 17. So if you're in that age range, I rhymed. You can sign up for this. During the time that we send this out, they're trying to get a second one out. So.
Yes, the deadlines are this Sunday if you're watching this.
And I will,
live.
if I do make it in again, which I maybe will, it's not a guarantee. It's harder to, because all the ones, there was like 70 people that signed up for this.
Yeah, 70
and only
something.
like 31.
I think 34.
31.
31?
There's 31 pages.
Well, I think is that kind of the cover and stuff though?
No.
Anyways, there were 70 something cartoonists that submitted something, and only 30 something of them were picked.
So, and the people that didn't get to be picked will probably be in this next one. So it'll be harder because people are going to sign up again. New people are coming to sign up. And the people that didn't make it last time are going to sign up.
And the more YouTube channels like this one, they're cool and show it off, the more publicity this thing's going to get, the more people will be submitting.
But they will, every week or so, they're trying to get more cents. And
I think once a month maybe.
Once a month. But it's like the week after their party, because they have a party in Brooklyn. I didn't get to make it because I live pretty far away.
Yeah, so they had a release party this past Saturday when they got them in, the copies in, and then they sent them out to the contributors. They sent us 2 copies. So now I get to have one in my library, the first published work of Riley Mitchell.
It wasn't shown, but...
Oh yeah, it's a cool little note that they wrote.
It says, Riley, thank you for your awesome something comic. I will tell you soon. Will you make some more for us? So they're asking for Black Bolt. I may not do it. I have no idea. But there's a 57% chance.
57%. You sound like a weatherman. So this is the cover. Riley did not do the cover. His is on page 11.
This is the back.
And that's the back cover. So it's a full zine from cover to cover. Even the inside of the back cover has a comic on it. What do you want to tell us about your comic strip first before we open this?
No, I want to show them each.
Okay. Show them the table of contents.
No, yeah.
Here, I'll show them and you talk about it.
So...
Here's the contributors and the table of contents.
The contributors, you can see Riley Mitchell 11 on there.
Which I love any anthologies like this. I love when they have the credits in there and nice table of contents because it's
I'll read
cool
the words because my dad's not showing them.
I can show.
No. You keep showing them. You hold in your hands the first issue of the all-new Hey Kids Comics Zine. This comics anthology is a collection work by artists ranging from ages 5 to 17 and hailing from New York, New Jersey, Georgia, Indiana, and the United Kingdom. In this issue, you will find page after page of the fearless, uninhibited comics that will hopefully inspire you to make some more of your own. If you do, and if you're in grades K-12 through 12, then please send them to us to be considered for a future issue. Go to heykidscomics.net/zine for our contributors' guidelines and information on how to submit. For additional copies of the zine, drop by Hey Kids Comics at the store of 155 Hurlin Street in Brooklyn, New York, or order them online at heykidscomics.net.
All right, so that's a great cover. Who did the cover? Does it say? Oh, they're listed alphabetically. Okay, so the front cover is Valerie Song. To the front cover. I love that cover though. It's a great cover.
Yeah.
3-headed monster.
And if you look closely enough, they made them hold the actual comic, and then inside there they have the comic, but they didn't draw the green part.
So it keeps getting smaller and smaller. And then the back cover, who's this one? The back cover is Fletcher Mojica.
It says, wow, it's the Hey Kid Comics Zine, a comic anthology made entirely by kids.
And it's $6.99 if you want to purchase your own copy on that website, which I'll have the information down in the description below.
Yeah.
Cheers, squeaky, and some WD-40. So, we're not going to go through page by page, but were there some comics that stood out to you?
Yeah, some funny ones were, Oh, this.
I think this was our family's favorite. We all agree this was one of the funniest. I'll look for the contributor. Hold on. Go ahead. Tell me about
It's page 4. London, England. I've been standing here for 12 hours. Oi! Ha ha. Oof, my foot's asleep. This is how the changing of guards was invented. Changing, right?
Yeah. That's done by Janie Valsich.
You know, I never liked this job. I only did it for the hat. Which I would do it too.
They said
I really like that.
since the United Kingdom was represented, I wonder if Janie is from the United Kingdom. But yeah, there's some stuff you can tell us by younger kids, but then some really accomplished work from people that I'm assuming are in middle school or high school.
A lot of these I liked. The first 3 I really liked.
This one's my favorite.
Huh? I know. You can show that one off later.
There is a little zine portion too where some kids just drew their favorite character, and then it's like a why they're their favorite character kind of thing. So it's a really cool portion.
And I watched this show. It's I Woke Up a Vampire on Netflix. If you have Oreo, you're in the shot. That's my cat.
Oh, Oreo's making a cameo. Hey, Oreo.
But like my dad said, really accomplished older kids. You can really see the detail. I liked those in detail.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
I really like this one too.
I was about to point that one out. That was funny. This one's really good too. This is a 2-pager.
Yeah, that one I was about to point out.
I'm assuming this one's a little bit older, but even so, like even somebody in
show the donut detective.
okay, even as somebody in high school, it's really accomplished work. I'd like to. I need to find out if they have an Instagram or something I can follow. Is it just this one? Oh yeah, the donut detective. Really want to point this one out.
Where's my cat?
I don't know. She's exploring somewhere.
You can fold this if you get paperback. I don't know if they do hardcover. Probably not. But it says the Wright brothers were first people to fly an airplane and stuff.
But do you see how they spelled right? It's like a pun.
Oh.
Because it's a paper airplane. I'm assuming it's a pun.
And then this says hand therapy. It's just take your time. This one was really funny. Groundhog Day.
Oh, those are all one-panel strips by different
Tony,
people.
Phil, come out and see if you can spot your shadow. I can't. It's too dark. He's in the snake.
All right, so let's talk about yours.
Yeah.
So before we show it off, what was yours about?
I don't know how it goes. Yeah. Sorry. Mine was about Black Bolt
from Marvel Comics.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a parody strip. How did this come about? The Black Bolt, because Riley and I were talking about different characters of Marvel. He was always asking questions, and then he had this idea for a Black Bolt strip, comic strip, like an ongoing comic strip.
I really liked the one where one of the Marvel movies that he was in, and I never recognized the character. And this was like a year later after it came out. But it's just always been in my mind, and I don't know. It just
It's making noise.
really inspired me, I guess. So
what are Black Bolt's powers? Because that kind of bleeds into this story.
If he talks, he basically screams that he can break glass.
Yeah, his voice is very powerful, so he normally doesn't talk.
I would not be around him when he's talking.
Even a whisper can like knock someone off their feet.
These are glasses.
And they'd bust?
Yeah, and it could get straight in my eye.
So the idea that if Black Bolt talks, you use that concept for your strip,
Yeah.
But your strip is of Black Bolt when he was in school.
Yeah.
So it's a kid's version.
And he used his powers against bullies.
Yes.
Basically.
So what other characters show up in your strip?
Captain America. He's like a bad guy, but he's also like a brown noser, basically.
Like the teacher's pet.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But he's also bad. So, he is like with Venom, which I do call, well, Captain America before that. His name is Captain America.
Like Cap'n Crunch.
Yeah, basically. Then Venom, I call him Ven. He's the whole bully, no, nothing else. Then there's
Storm.
And she's like the nice girl. There is another. Can I say another character that's not in this scene?
That'll be in a different one. Sure.
Deadpool.
Oh, Deadpool might show up in a future strip.
So yeah.
All right, so let's show off the original art. So this is the what? You want to show the printed version first?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's show off the printed version first. You're the producer.
Sorry, I'm trying to find it. I signed this part.
Yes, he autographed his first comic. If you want him to autograph it, you can I don't know, send him in the mail, or if you run into Riley in public, maybe.
Yeah.
He'll autograph them for free.
I folded it just because I want to show mine. Black Bolt. I really like the A in it. I use the sound because of his powers. And the part that was in it, I didn't use. I just made it around, so it only was in the A. So just saying, my dad spelled something wrong, which is really embarrassing.
Oh my goodness.
He's my letterer, technically. I like his lettering. I only lettered one thing in here, and it's part of the drawing. Well, two things, technically. This first part, like F-I, and then the where these.
In the title letter.
Huh?
In the title letter.
Yeah. Everything else was, before I show the good parts, the anyways is right there. He spelled it A-N-W, which I want to tell a story about how you spelled something wrong.
Go ahead.
Please.
You're the producer.
So my dad was in a spelling bee once, and
so I'm a very accomplished speller.
Really good. But he had we call brain fart, where
You're right. Go on.
where
I was on stage in front of the whole school.
Yeah, where you like get so nervous or you rush too much where you get the answer wrong. His word was crayon, and he spelled.
This is the very beginning of spelling bee, so there's they start off with easier words and then get to harder words.
Yeah. I forget how you spell it, so you spell.
C-R-A-W-O-N. And I didn't even realize it. When they told me I'm out, I was like, wait, what? I didn't spell crayon wrong. And it wasn't until I got back to my chair in the audience after they eliminated me, and I was like, how did I spell, what? He's wrong, right? And then it hit me that I swapped the W out for the Y. So I have a history of this, apparently. Maybe the letter Y. It's the letter Y that hangs me up. Because I left out the letter Y anyways. Are you going to read them the story or what? How do you want to go over this? So I want to show it off while you read it.
I'm in, and it says number 1, by the way, with the sound too.
Oh yeah, right there.
Can you show mine instead, actually? Because mine has a signing.
Oh, okay. You want your signature?
I signed mine. You'll see. Here.
Speak loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Here. Venom, Storm, Captain America, Black Bolt. Okay, class. Whisper, whisper, whisper. That's mean. Now, class, please explain something about yourself. This is in America, by the way, this school. You're just saying. Then, I'm a bully. Storm, I live in Africa. That's very far away, so she has to use, like, a plane every day.
She flies.
I mean, yeah, but it's not at lightning speed.
Maybe she lives in the X mansion.
It doesn't matter. This is not enough room for me. Anyway, Black Bolt, and he's tossing something to
The class.
two of the classmates the teacher and Storm. The other two were confused. Well, all of them are confused. And then at the end, it showed him talking with sound waves right there. Well, not talking, yelling. And those, well, it passed and then said, wear these. But
So they're putting a soundproof.
yeah,
headphones on.
soundproof, 100%. I don't know why he keeps them in there. But then he yelled and it knocked them out because they are mean or bullies.
The end. So it's really cool.
Yeah.
Do you plan? I know you. So the submission for the next one is this Sunday,
Yeah.
as of the recording of this video.
Yeah.
And Riley does want to submit one. He's going to work on it this weekend. He doesn't quite know what he's going to do yet, though.
No.
So he might do Black Bolt. He might do something else. But regardless, are you going to do more Black Bolt strips in the future?
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably.
You have more ideas that are funny jokes with him?
Yeah. Before I made all Black Bolt and stuff, I first did, like, comics of my cat Oreo that just made her
Cameo
appearance.
appearance.
And my other cat, Coco, where she's kind of like mean and she's old.
She's old and grumpy. And
Yeah.
then Oreo is like young and
And they're
kind of hyper a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, Oreo's a good guy, bad guy, Coco.
There were some cat comic strips in here, though. Quite a few.
Um,
So cats seem to be a theme.
But I used to do those where most of the time Scamper's Coco, Prancer is Oreo. Sorry, I forget their names because it's been a long time. And I just got a new pet name. That's a bunny, by the way. But yeah, I did that,
So-
and then I just stopped because I didn't want to, and I just stopped. And all that, I was just drawing like Kirby and other stuff.
Pokemon's a frequent one you draw.
That was right after I did this. As of recording, today was the day it came out. Oh, it says, I didn't even notice this yet. It says kids rule, okay?
And Z number 1.
Yeah, I'm going to show
Oh, here's the
off-
original art piece, the original art page. So he drew this on 11 by 17 paper with pencil, and that's it.
It looks like normal paper, but...
I think you wanted to ink it, right? You just didn't have time?
Yeah, I did it the day it was supposed to be submitted
Yeah,
at
we were
12 o'clock.
literally submitting it.
During a Pacers game. So,
While he's watching the Pacers game
and I wasn't
submitted it
paying attention a whole lot.
right before the deadline, basically. So
Yeah.
hopefully this weekend you'll work on it to where you're not so crunched.
I'm working on it 3 days. So,
And then you can ink it.
well,
And
2 days if two of my friends come over, but yeah.
then maybe you'll have time to ink it.
And those 2 friends are going to get one of these. So,
You'll ink it, send it to your letterer, and maybe then you'll have time for an editor to look it over to make sure
and
things are
he
spelled
better
correctly.
not spell anything.
Make sure the well, if you have time for an editor to get it, that's what happens when you hit deadline so close to the deadline.
Well, I would. You stay up longer than normal.
Yeah, but I was sleepy, I was tired, it was right before the deadline. So that's the original art page. So guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully
Yeah.
Riley's gonna submit into issue 2. Hopefully he'll make it into there, and then But regardless if he does or not, I don't think he's done making comics yet. I think
No.
it's something that he really enjoys doing.
And
I enjoy seeing it because I love comics, period. And Riley's my favorite up-and-coming cartoonist now.
And the second zine, if I make it in, it will either be about a Pokemon, certain one I'm not going to say, or Black Bolt, probably.
You're not going to do your own characters?
Maybe, but they asked me for more exactly. It did say Black Bolt on here, so that I used blank piece. But that's it.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thanks, Hey Kids Comics, the shop in Brooklyn, for putting the zine together. I think it's a great thing for kids that want to do comics and do art. Anytime we support kids doing art, I think is a great thing.
Before we end this, one thing to say. If you really like a book and I haven't done it yet, be sure to say in the comments, not comics, and I will try to shout you out if I do it.
Yeah, so if you want to see future comics from other creators on the Hey Kids Comics episodes that we'd like to see us review, let us know in the comments. You can go check out that playlist, see what we've already covered. I think we have like 8 or 9 videos up there. And
I think over 12.
I don't know. But then see what we covered so far, and then ask for maybe your favorite comics, and we'll put them in there. And then and then hopefully we'll be showing off episode 2 or issue 2 in a month or so.
And I think we're gonna show it off even if I don't make it in.
That's a good idea. That's good sportsmanship. So give the video a like, thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below. We'll catch you guys on the next episode of Hey Kids Comics.